think. Hey, and welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where the New York Mafia are invading Pittsburgh. I'm Tom Riddell, aka Andre Krim, and I'm here with Stax. How are you, Stax?
Hey, I'm alive. That's the most important thing, my friend.
So, both teams are coming off fairly decent games last week. What are your thoughts?
Pittsburgh, I'm interested to see what they could do trying to bounce back from Huntington Beach. They didn't have the greatest of showings in the second half, so we're seeing a little bit of what we seen last season where they start pretty good, but they kind of lose it later on in the game. So it'll be interesting to see how they do against the Mafia, who came off against the top regular season team of last season. That was Charlotte, and they came out with the come from behind victory. So should be interesting to see these two teams play.
Yeah, Castle had a pretty decent game for the Mafia, so let's see if he can pull it off again.
Most definitely. I'm gonna hit this Brandon real quick, and then and a little bit I'll go ahead and get this game rolling. Make sure you like and subscribe, all the good stuff, and let's get to the gameplay. Let's hit the Brandon real quick first. Go ahead and do it.
Four being returned and tackled by number 39, one of the Buck players, and Pittsburgh goes 1st and 10 from their 28-yard line. Back to pass, caught over the center. That's number 82 for the Roughnecks. I believe that's a Bud player.
Number 82, that's Corby and Crimson right there with that catch.
Oh yeah, there he is up the top. I see him. 9th-year player. So 2 to the top, double tights to the bottom. There's the handoff up the middle. That's a beautiful run there by Mike Hawk, number 69. And we'll have a 2nd and 2. Again, they go back from the gun. Inside handoff, and it's stuffed. They got a yard on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 1.
Solid defense
Nice.
there from the Mafia. But can they get off the field is the question.
And we'll see as they go double tights here. Looks like they're going heavy set, and there's the run up the middle, and they got the first.
Too easy.
First down, Pittsburgh. It's another nice run by Hawk. Again, they're going from the gun. 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Inside handoff again. Nice gain there. This time they're going to go 2 to the top as they go from the gun. Carr back to pass over the middle, and it's incomplete. Looks like he just slightly led his receiver there. What do you think on that play? Then we're going to go trips to the top of the screen and one to the bottom. Over the middle. Caught. That's number 81. That's Magna on the catch. He's a fourth-year player, and he makes a nice grab there. It'll be 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh looking pretty nice in the drive, for sure.
Pittsburgh is driving nicely here. 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom from the gun. Inside handoff, and he'll get a few on the play. Oh, he didn't get nothing. 2nd and 10. I thought he at least got a yard.
Yeah, he stood him up right there at the line. Nice job there by the interior.
So they're going to go trips to the top, 2 to the bottom as they go 5 wide here. Motion on the play. Carr runs here comes the end around.
Nice play.
And they'll get the first on the play. That's a nice play by Ball on their play.
I believe that's their backup halfback going out into the towards the quarterback, and they had a lot of room, so might as well take advantage of it.
So they're going to go tight on this play from the gun. Carr calling signals. He runs the inside handoff. And the Mafia are there. Nice tackle on the play by number 10, Devon Tree, inside linebacker.
He's been in the league for a while, I believe. He's definitely one of those veteran guys.
So the Mafia has been running strictly from the gun this entire series. As they go tight to the bottom, here's the inside pass, complete. And they'll get the first. It'll be 1st and goal. Completed there to number 82. That's Crimson Corbin. Or Corbin Crimson, rather.
Yeah, Corbin Crimson right there.
So now we get to see them go under center here. They go heavy here, and they run the inside handoff, and they get in.
Oh, they came. That was close. They're at the 1.
That could have gone either way. So
don't think there was any definitive visuals of them actually crossing the plane, so they'll let them try it again.
So we're down to a couple inch line here. And will they just pound it again? Nearly offside there. No, they're going to throw it. The pockets. Well, he just throws it away. Carr just throws it away there. They just sort of pounded that ball in there. I don't know why they went to pass when they're sitting on the 2-inch line.
I think if that receiver at the top of the screen actually kept running, he would have been wide open in the middle of the field, but the route had him stopped.
So they're going to go back to the gun here. 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. 2 receivers in the backfield. They'll run the inside handoff, and this time they get in. Hawk on the 1-yard run. Oh, actually, it's their backup.
Yeah, it's the backup there. Nice job overall from this Pittsburgh team getting down the field on their first drive, too. They want to make sure that they make up for that last game like we was talking about earlier. Solid job.
So in comes Dickney. And it's good. And the home team takes a 7-0 lead. Nice drive by Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh will kick off now. Dickney will put the ball on the tee.
And if you didn't hear that sound right there, that was the touchdown sound that I got for Pittsburgh there. I'm adding a few things to the game. Nice job.
It sounds very good. Very good. So here we go. Here's the kick. And he strikes the ball. Coming down on the 1-yard line. Nice return there. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 28. Nice return by number 84. Giovanni Walker, the tight end.
Mr. Giovanni. And he definitely fits that Mafia role with that first name for sure.
So here we go. They're going to go heavy in the backfield. There's a nice run up the middle. That's Doc Boone with a carry. Actually, it's their other running back by the looks of it.
Yeah, they went with the backup on that one.
So Castle from the gun, he runs the inside handoff. And it doesn't, it's 3rd and 1. Let's see what they got up their sleeve here. Again, going from the gun, 2 in the backfield. No, offside.
Nope, that's going to be a false start there. They got to back it up.
They're so close to a first down, and somebody flinches. So now it's 3rd and 6 with 3:51 remaining in the quarter. 2 to the top, double tights to the bottom. As they go back to pass, here comes the pressure, and he's sent.
Austin Wheeler, the rookie, getting his first of his career in this one. Nice job there by the new
Congratulations,
picks.
Austin. Nice play, Austin. Congratulations.
Plenty more to come. I like his jip. Very active in the chat too. I love it.
So here comes the punt. And it'll come down. And just a pretty good return.
And it's going to be interesting storyline here. I didn't say this earlier, but the Mafia, they do not have halfback Doc Boone from last season. Pro Bowl halfback traded to Charlotte. So it's going to be interesting sight to see on this offense here for New York.
Back pass. Plenty of time. He just dumps it off. And he'll pick up a few on the play. 2 yards. 2nd and 8, but it's better than a loss.
Most definitely. And getting tight end Bodacious involved, that's always going to help out your young quarterback, Jim Carr.
Carr is in his 2nd year with Pittsburgh. And they run the inside handoff. He bounces back outside. There's a spin move. Nice run by Hawk there. Finley's getting charged with a penalty. This is going to come back.
Most definitely a tough sight to see. One of Hawk's better runs we've seen so far today, and going to have to take it backwards now.
So it'll be 2nd and 17, and they're going to have to go from the gun. They go 3 wide, 2 to the top, 1 at the bottom. Motion on the play at the top. Fake handoff. Dumps it over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Rush that pass there. And it's definitely one of those situations where Pittsburgh is in those long situations. They haven't really fared too well.
So now it'll be 3rd and long. 2:29 remaining in the quarter. Again, they go 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Back to pass, and he dumps it off. Few yards to gain here.
Reaching
and
out.
Looks like
And he got it. Yes,
he got
did.
it.
Wow.
Nice effort. Nice effort there.
And once again, it wasn't their main halfback. Their backup is coming through in the clutch when they need him. He got the touchdown earlier, a big first down on 3rd and long. Can't be mad at the results from the backup.
So they're going double. They're going tights to the bottom. And here go inside handoff up the middle. And that's Hawk. And he'll get 3 on the play.
Nice stand-up tackle there. He almost got stood up, but he pushed him backwards.
Beautiful day here in Pittsburgh. Sun shining. 2 to the top. As we go from the gun. Motion. Looks like we're going to see a screen here. And there it is. And maybe we'll be lucky he got a yard or two on the play.
Actually lost one on that one.
You can see the screen coming from a mile away with that motion.
Doesn't hurt to try it out. You know, you never know what can happen, but give credit to the Mafia. They're very well defensed.
As they're crowding the line here on this 3rd and 8. Here comes the pressure, and it's let go over the middle.
Oh.
And it's incomplete. Bounces to the turf.
Had a man too.
It's 4th and 8. Looks like they're punting. Stats.
Yes. Don't see anything too crazy unless they go for the fake punt here. But the Mafia did do well on this particular defensive stand.
And there's the punt. And we're going to get Coffin corner and down at approximately the 5-yard line. Nice kick by the punter there.
Let's see how this Mafia team bounces back.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 5-yard line as they're going to go heavy here and try to pound that rock. Oh, it's a fake. Rolling around in the end zone. He's trying to get out.
Ooh, it picked up.
Oh, jeez. What a hit.
Tough.
He drops it.
That's tough. Great defense there by the homies in Pittsburgh, and now they're inside the 5.
And here we go. Oh. And there's a sack. That's
Damon Blackman.
The outside linebacker. He gets in there for a sack.
I believe that's his 2nd so far in the season. I believe he had one against the team he played against, Charlotte.
And that's the quarter with the score: Pittsburgh 7, Mafia 0. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 8 as they go heavy here. Here comes the inside handoff. We'll get a few yards on the play, drop it down to the 5. That's 3 on the play.
You'd want your starting left tackle to hold on to that block a little bit longer because that had touchdown written all over it.
So they're going to go with an offset eye here with 2 to the top. Nearly offside by the Mafia. They're back to pass. Plenty of time. There's the flip outside. And that's a touchdown. Touchdown, Roughnecks.
Bodacious.
The tight end with a beautiful grab to the outside, and he pushed himself into the end zone.
He didn't need the ball to go far. He just needed to get to that goal line. He did it.
Romero the third nearly got there, but and there's the kick. It's good.
Let's hear that Pittsburgh rumble. That's what I'm calling it.
So with 11:20 remaining in the first half, it's 14-0. Pittsburgh Roughnecks. Let's see what New York can bring to the table with this drive.
And this is a big Eastern Conference matchup as well. Pittsburgh, they came in the mix. They didn't make it to the playoffs last year, obviously. They came out in week 1. They came out a little flat in the second half. But here they are with a 2-possession lead. And I believe this will be their earliest win so far in the Madden era. They're looking real nice.
So Dimitri kicks that ball, and it goes in the end zone, and it's a touchback. Ball will be out at the 25.
No return there for sure. Let's go ahead. Let's see what this Mafia team could do.
So out comes Carr and the offense. Trey Wells and the defense will try to get their hands on Carr. Inside handoff. There's the fake. There's the pass over the middle, complete. And that's the number 24.
Yes, that's Ron Jalone.
Jalone.
And you see right there, Pittsburgh's allowed -2 passing yards so far.
That's some defense.
If you don't get any positive passing yards in the first half, I think there's some work you need to do. But that was almost a pick.
Oh, where? What the heck?
That could have been very
Was
deadly.
Castle throwing that?
I don't know where it was going with that one, but it almost went deadly. They already turned it over in their own territory one time. They can't do it again.
So they're going to go heavy, 2 tights to the bottom, 1 to the top. There's the rollout.
Oh,
Middle, and it's dropped.
now I think I want to give credit to that defensive player there in coverage. That was real nice.
Charlie Baker was close to catching that.
I believe that was Jackson Brady there, number 1, in his second game of his career, looking nice in coverage.
So here's a punt. Good contact on the ball. Coming down, and it's a fair catch. And and Pittsburgh will take a possession on the 23. And it's important for the Mafia to get 3 and out here.
They cannot afford to give up any more points. A field goal will make it a 3-possession game, and a touchdown is worse.
There's the outside handoff, and it's blown up nicely.
That's a defense tackle right there making the play. That was actually a bot player, but nice run coverage there.
So that's a 2-yard loss on that play. As they go single receivers, 1 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Inside handoff, and he's got room. And that's first.
Lunging out for that one. That was too easy there. Mike Hawk coming through with the moves, and they got another first down coming.
Beautiful run by Hawk.
I think if he stayed on the outside, I think he'd still be running, but nonetheless, a great play.
So they're gonna run receivers tight to the bottom, single back formation, inside run, and he's got room, and that's another first. As Mike Hawk is starting to pick it up.
Pick it up indeed. Over 50 on the game so far. 9 minutes left in the second. He's definitely on pace for that century mark game.
So they go tight to the bottom. There's a
Yeah, it's
flag on the
another.
play.
That's another false start there coming up. First and 15 coming.
You got to be wondering what's going on in the Mafia's coach's mind with this behind by 14. From the gun, and he's just going to dump it off, and it's dropped.
That's definitely a drop right there. I believe that's the backup tight end, Johnson. And he had a real good season for Pittsburgh last season, crazy enough. The bot player, one of their big factors, but he couldn't hang on to that one.
So it'll be a 2nd and 15 from the gun. Pressure's coming, and he's got to go with a bomb. Oh boy, touchdown Pittsburgh.
Anthony Stank, KT, welcome to the USFA, my friend.
The rookie picks up a nice bomb here.
That was a beautiful play. Neil Mason did not have a chance there for the Mafia.
And there's the kick. And it's good. And we got a 21-0 lead for Pittsburgh.
Not looking pretty here for this Mafia team for sure. But as you know, in the game of football, you have plenty of time. You have the ability to get the ball down the field. You just got to round the troops up, calm them down a little bit, get some easy plays for your quarterback and your offense, and let your defense try to make some plays.
That's why this game is 4 quarters.
But while we're setting up for this kickoff, how are you feeling about season 8 coming from where we was last season? How are you liking it so far?
The league makes changes every year, and it's leaps and bounds better than the year before. So I'm quite impressed.
Only going to get better from here for sure. Appreciate you helping me out in the booth as well. And I love to see a lot more people join the booth as well as we continue on. We're only in week 2 of our second season in Madden. We got some people helping us out on the back end, so we're going to be getting a lot of good things coming up here for the USFA. Stay tuned.
So here we go. We're gonna go double ties, and there's a whistle. That's a flag.
You never want to see that again here for the Mafia. Starting out in a long first down situation, you want to keep going forward.
So now they're at 1st and 15. And as you said, you don't want to start in a hole.
The Mafia were only 8 yards so far in this game.
And they're going again with a heavy set. Back to pass. And it's complete. That's number 13 on the catch. Actually, no, number 31. So again, they're going more of a heavy set with 2 in the backfield. 2nd and 12. Here comes the pressure. He's clipped.
Gotta hit those plays.
He had time because that blitz was picked up.
We got to get Cletus Castle settled into this ball game. He hasn't really looked up to par like he did in the last one, and Pittsburgh's taking advantage.
Calling signals. And he's sitting there.
I don't know what he's doing, but they're going backwards again. That's tough. I don't know if the horn disoriented him or something, but he just went in a trance, no hike, and it's 3rd and 17 now. That's crazy. Never seen that before. You definitely don't want it to snowball like this as the horn keeps going.
As the Pittsburgh fans are making noise here. Back to pass. Over the middle. And it's nearly picked. Loft, the safety, nearly gets it.
It's pretty crazy right here. Oh, sorry about that.
It'll be 4th and 17. You're right. It's been a crazy half for New York.
They do not look like the same team we've seen.
And they go back to pass, or back to return the ball, and they get a couple yards on the play by Hawk. What do you think of the unusual number Hawk wears, 69? That's unusual for a running back.
I love it. I love seeing different aspects within the game of football, especially within the Sim League. We all had those dreams of catching that big touchdown pass, or making that final run to seal the deal, all the good stuff. It's fun to see. I like it.
So he'll get a yard on that run, and it'll be 2nd and 9 from the 42.
You're definitely one of the more active D-line players with Andre Krim. How are you feeling about his career in the beginning stages?
Well, it's getting there. Had a good week last week, except for one damn thing, and I'm still a little warm about. So
I feel you.
So we got a 3rd and 9 here.
It's definitely something that New York needs. They definitely need a stop and a score in the worst way.
So Pittsburgh will take it from the gun here. Plenty of time. Here comes the pressure. And he's sacked.
Buster Mack there with the play. New York's 2nd of the game. And it's definitely a good one for sure, but they just need their offense to come with that same tenacity. That's really what it comes down to, because it really doesn't matter if you get stops. If your offense isn't putting points on the board, you're going to have a hard time.
Yeah, Carr really stepped into the end of the rush, which kind of made it easy for the defensive lineman.
Yes. Got yourself a touchback here.
We'll get the ball on the 20-yard line here, 1st and 10. For the Mafia here. And again, they're going single receivers, double tights. Over the middle, and it's dropped.
And once again, these passing lanes here for New York is not very good at the current moment.
Pittsburgh has been fired up for this home game, and you can see it in their play.
They've definitely felt some type of way, especially with how they started the game last week. They're trying to do something different here. Oh,
well, that should have been picked. That should have been picked. Jackson Brady should have had that.
Could not hang on.
Still, it's 3rd and 10, and the Mafia have yet to get the ball past the 50-yard line. Back pass over the middle. It's caught, and it's short.
That's not good enough, my friend. Got to get the offense rolling better than that. Got to find some easier passes for Castle to get his feet wet and potentially get him down the field. But right now, it looks like it's a struggle just to get a first down.
So again, another punt. And it'll come down at the 25. And you get a slight return on the play. And they're up to the 31-yard line. As we see Mike Hawk turn for a couple on the play.
Pittsburgh has the right of way right now. All they can really do is keep on putting the points on and also make sure that they burn some clock.
And there's screenplay. And that's complete to Hawk. And he'll pick up 7 on the play. Nice first play for the series.
Yeah, those are the type of plays I'm kind of expecting the Mafia to start to try hitting going forward. You know, those easy plays, get the completions, make the 2nd and 3rd downs easier.
So they'll go offset I here. And here's the inside handoff. And there's the first.
Fighting for it, man.
Well, he's a big back, right? So once he gets going, he reminds me a lot of Mike Allstott, just bowling his way through the line.
4 minutes left in the second.
2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Here's the pass. Plenty of time. Flips it out. Complete. That's Bodacious on the catch.
That's such a good name.
You know what they say, Bo knows.
Most definitely. 2nd and 4 coming. Let's get it.
So here we go. They're going to go to a more of a tight formation here from the gun. Motion on the play by Hawk. And Mafia counter over the middle. And it's caught. First down. Again, it's Bodacious on the catch.
Those quick chunk plays have been helping Pittsburgh move the ball down the field with ease. And it shows in the scoreboard too. Seems like the more prepared team is coming to play and not playing games.
Well, that last one was just a circle route through the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a pretty easy pass to complete. Here's the inside handoff. And, oh, geez, he nearly breaks it. Just pushed to the ground, ball, the backup butt running back. I mean, look at him here. Look at him just battle for yards. Nice play by the young butt robot.
This is the rugged team that I expected Pittsburgh to be for the future, and I'm loving it.
So they'll go from the gun. Inside, takes the inside handoff, and then he just stumps it off over the middle, and it's dropped. That should have been caught. ball just couldn't squeeze it.
That was the same one that had that big run to get them where they are now. And you don't want to see that, but he's a bot player for a reason. He's going to have his flaws.
Tight formation from the gun. That's battling with a 3-4 in the back. Over the middle. And it's caught.
Bodacious again.
And that's Bodacious again. Bodacious is just dominating this drive.
New York has no answer for the tight end game right now, and we already know with the sim that we use, the tight end could get you through a lot of problems here in this ball game. So many good route combinations. It's fun to see, and I love playing as one too.
Two to the top as they go offside eye here. They back the pass over the middle, and it's caught. No, it's dropped.
No, that was the overthrow. The pressure messed that one up.
Carr just couldn't squeeze it. So it'll be second and goal from the 3. And they're going to go from the gun this time. 1 to the bottom, 2 to the top. Hawk in motion. And the fake thing. And there's the quarterback draw. And he'll get a couple on the play.
I think if he had a little bit more speed, I think he could have got at least to the 1 yard line or maybe even a touchdown. But that's why you got to keep updating, folks.
Keep getting that TPE. There's the inside run, and it's a touchdown. And the Roughnecks are starting to run away with this one. Mike Hawk in the end zone.
Too easy here. Set up by that nice run by the backup halfback. Give it to the starter to finish it off. And Pittsburgh's just looking really, really nice right now.
There's the kick. It's good.
A 10-play, 70-yard drive. Crazy.
It's been a dominating first half by the Pittsburgh Roughnecks.
I did not go into this game thinking that this would be the outcome for sure. It's pretty crazy to think what could have really happened if New York actually had their offense rolling like it's supposed to. But them speed the brakes for sure in the game of football. Not everything's going to go your way.
I know that as of last week.
You can have all the talent in the world, but it really boils down to execution. And if you don't execute, you're going to have games like this.
So as we wait for them to run this kickoff back, there it is, down, and it lands at 5. And up to about the 21. He'll give them to the 22. And the Mafia need to get a drive with this last 1 1/4 on the clock.
Is the game over before we hit halftime? That is yet to be determined, but right now the Mafia needs a little bit of anything, but I don't think a field goal will do them any justice either.
They need a major here, and they're running trips at the top of the screen here. Back pass. Here comes the pressure. Oh, and that's nearly picked.
It keeps getting worse here for Cletus Castle. This passing, although he has the right ability to do it, it hasn't showed up so far in this game. And I'd be inclined to say that this is probably one of his worst games I've seen out of this one season and some change.
So they're going to run doubles. There's the middle. Caught. And that's Giovanni Walker on the catch. The tight end.
They only got 1 minute left in the second. They're going to need to do a little bit more.
They're wasting time by, and they really can't. And they're going to just dump it off here. They'll get the first. But the clock is still running. I don't know why they haven't called a timeout.
I'd start that right about now. It's not looking pretty. Great tackle there by the bot player too. I'm thinking they're hoping for a long pass here.
So they're going to run trips to the top again. Back pass. Over the middle. Complete to Ron Jalan, the running back. And there's a timeout.
They do get to the 40, so I think they are maybe trying to set up for a Hail Mary type situation. I'm thinking that's what I think they'll do.
So they're going to run from the gun here.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike, guys, stay in situation. Let's go.
Pittsburgh setting in a 5-2 front. Just waiting for them to go, and they'll get a few yards, and there's a timeout.
No
32.
urgency. I need some urgency here from this New York team. They're not really pushing it down the field like that, and when they do, it seems like Pittsburgh has the perfect counter for it, whether that's a deflection or a punch out.
So now they go 3 wide, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And it's 4th and 2. And, you know, with the way the score is, I'd go.
At this point, might as well, but I wouldn't be surprised if they go for the punt. Yeah, because if they do miss it for whatever reason, that pretty much sets Pittsburgh up for a Hail Mary situation. So
There's an old saying, no guts, no glory.
I don't know if they can find glory with this type of passive gameplay right now, but they still have a half. If Pittsburgh could score 28 points, in theory, the Mafia could do the same, but they got to tighten up.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Pittsburgh with 13 seconds left from their 15. And it looks like they're just going to pound this rock.
Can you really blame
They
them?
do. And they'll pound the rock and just let the clock run down. And that'll take us to the half, folks. With the score, 28-0 Pittsburgh. So what do you think of the first half here?
The first half, a little bit underwhelming from this Mafia team, but they do start with the football here. If they could get a touchdown on this drive, they could start to try to eat away at this hole that they're in. Now, on the other side, Pittsburgh, you've done everything that you're supposed to do and then some. If you're going to keep the pedal to the metal, I don't blame you. Keep on strong harming this offense down the field, work your way down.
On that nice return. As they'll go from the pistol here. Back pass. And that's caught. That's a nice throw. That's probably his best throw of the night. Complete to Baker.
Second and 2 coming.
As they go under center here. There's the fake rollout.
There you
And
go.
it's caught.
There you go.
Nice catch by Walker there on the play on the nice rollout. And the Mafia are starting to roll.
They definitely needed this earlier in the game for sure. Am I right? But you do love that they're not giving up because they definitely need to get some motion here in this offense.
There's the inside run. And they'll get 3 on that.
It's going to be the question that we have here. I did mention not having Doc Boone, their top dog at halfback. I know Ron Jalone, they did get drafted. He did get drafted by New York, but we're going to need to see more from him in this ball game for sure.
So there's the run. And that's crossing street. And he picks up a few on the play. 3rd and 8. They're going to have to put this ball in the air here if they want to keep this drive going. They're nearly at midfield. And they do get over midfield for the first time. Nice catch by Baker, the receiver there, on the in route.
Took him 27 minutes to do so, but no better late than never.
That's a beautiful grab.
In coverage, nice job.
And here's the inside handoff. Nice run there. Crossing street again. So it's 2nd and 3. And they're down to the Mafia 33. Or the Pittsburgh side of the ball.
Yeah.
Motion on the inside play, and there's the pitch play to the
There you go.
tight end. There we go. Nice play to Walker, the tight end there on the tight end arrow on the tight end arrow.
No arm tackles here.
That was alligator arm tackle there. And we're starting to see some life from this Mafia team here as they're getting closer and closer to the end zone.
They definitely need it, but they got to punch it in.
And he dumps it off. Oh, and that's nearly picked.
See, he had the man open initially, but I think the rollout gave the defense just enough time to get in front of that football. I think if he stood in the pocket and just fired it, that would have been an easy completion.
So 2nd and 10 from the 19 as they go a bunch to the bottom. There's time. And it's incomplete. 3rd and 10.
Like that defense came through, made that forced the quarterback to throw it away.
And Pittsburgh's starting to stiffen here. Again, they're going to go trips to that bottom. Single to the top. And fake. Oh, they fake the end around. Plenty of time. Oh, he's going to run off with it.
A little short. But
Castle had plenty. Castle had plenty of time. He just couldn't find anybody open and had to run with it.
Yeah. Definitely the right decision for sure. Got to go for it. Need touchdowns and not field goals.
4th and 1.
Oh,
Stuffed.
oh,
Absolutely stuffed by big number 99 there. That's one of the butt players for Pittsburgh. Their big defensive tackle, I believe. One of their backups.
this Pittsburgh defense rolling.
So Pittsburgh gets the ball on their own 11. 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. And there's the inside handoff. And Hawk gets first down on that beautiful outside run.
See right there, 106 yards there total for the Mafia, and most of it came on that last drive.
Another inside run, and they'll pick up 2 or 3 on the play.
Really can't blame Pittsburgh for going for more of a run-heavy set this part of the game. They already have a 4-possession lead, and then the more clock that goes off of the timer, the better for their chances.
They make those home fans happy.
They already hyped for sure.
So there we go. There's another catch. There's completion over the middle.
Definitely caught that one. He had a bad drop on their last drive in the first half, but he definitely made up for it on that one.
For a backup, ball plays quite a bit for him so far. So. So 2 to the top as they go from the gun. Fullback and running back on either side. Here's the outside run by Hawk. And he gets 9 on the play.
Big run there for sure.
Again, 2 to the top. There's the outside again.
Ooh.
He's got room. I tell you, he's just stumbling, bumbling for that first.
Too easy there for Mike Hawk, man. Too easy. Beautiful blocking on the right side. And if he was able to get that one block on the end, I think he'd have a long touchdown.
So there we go, tight end to the top, 2 receivers to the top. And they run inside with ball. Give Hawk that breather he needs.
He need a little bit of that. He need a little bit of that strawberry Gatorade on the sideline, you know.
There's the go. Ball again on the run. And look out. And he gets a good gain there too. This could be a first, and it is.
Yes, it is. And Ball's just falling out of his mind right now on the backup side of things. It's still Mike Hawk's team by any stretch of the imagination, but if you have a backup that could pick up those yards, you're doing pretty good.
Again, here's the outside run. Hawk this time bounces to the bottom and picks up 2 on the play. They seem to be using a lot more of the outside runs there, Stacks.
I mean, I honestly don't blame them for trying it. Me personally, as you've seen in this drive, I think inside the tackles would be their best bet for success. But so far, it's been working.
Over the middle, caught!
Ooh.
And he's a yard short of the first of the line to gain for touchdown.
That's McDonough Magna there with Pittsburgh, helping his team out slowly but surely.
Yeah, nice extension on that grab, and they're down to the 1. Oh, there's the flag.
Back it up, beat.
First and goal from the 5. Plenty of time. He dumps it off on the quick screen. Nice tackle there by number 26 of the Mafia.
6 for 46 on the day there for Bodacious. He got the touchdown too, so having a pretty good start to the season.
As they go to the top of the screen, tight end and 2 receivers. Singles to the bottom. Back to pass. And he just dumps it off, and that's a touchdown.
Bodacious.
Oh. That's number 2 for Bodacious. And this is just a simple dump over the middle.
Caught the Mafia slipping up. They had their zone in the end zone, but just left every yard from the goal line towards the line of scrimmage open for an easy score.
And it's good. And it's 35-0.
An 11-play, 93-yard drive for 6 minutes and 11 seconds.
Now that's what you call a good clock eating.
And I think we could more than likely call this ball game, even though we still have a quarter left. I think you can agree with me there.
It's going to be extremely remote chance that the Mafia come back here, but you know, I'm going to give them a slight hope still. A slight hope.
Only way I'll give them a slight hope is if they return this for a touchdown. This return right here.
Got a point.
They need a touchdown ASAP to get rid of that last one, and then they still got to score 28 more points. It's going to be tough.
So thanks for tuning in on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Do it.
Ball comes down on the 1. And it's a decent return, but they needed to get that to the end zone.
I think the saving grace here for New York is that Pittsburgh's more than likely going to be going towards a prevent defense. I'm not going to expect too many tight coverages from the rest of the game. But at this time, the Mafia is trying to avoid getting shut out.
And there's the inside run. And they'll get 7 on the play.
Should have one more before the end of the third quarter.
Again, they're going more with this heavy run set. Back to pass. Over the middle, it's caught. That's Picaro, the tight end, on the catch.
Into the third quarter, folks.
And there's catch. Get your 4s up in the chat.
Throw it up in there.
So it'll be 2nd and 1. Nice catch by Baker there.
New York's going to have a long talk going into week number 3 for sure. They got to get their team back rolling.
And they dump it over the middle. And that's Giovanni Walker. And that's the first on the play. Nice catch there in traffic.
Now, keep in mind here for the Mafia, they only scored 13 points in the last game. And to turn it up here with a 0, looking to try to change that here, but their offense definitely needs some tuning for sure.
And there's catch. And another first.
And that's a player that I was hoping they'd get more involved in his ball game. Cam Mello, their top dog wide receiver, but he only has 1 catch for 12 yards so far.
Back to pass. There's the motion. Back to pass. Just a quick dump there. It was just quickly load up and let it go. And I don't think the receiver was ready for that one.
Nah, the quarterback, that's where the awareness attribute for quarterbacks comes into play. You got to let the play develop before you throw it where the receivers aren't ready.
So they're going to go bunch to the top, single to the bottom, back to pass, and he'll dump it off over the middle. That's catch.
Giovanni Walker
That's
there.
Walker again.
Yeah. CJ Bird there with the tackle, and it's 3rd and 4. They are in field goal range. I'll give them credit.
But you know they want that 7.
Most definitely.
And motion at the top. And they're going to dump it off, and that should have been picked.
Once again, Cletus Castle, like, you got to let the plays develop, see where the defenders are, or you're taxing your offense many ways going in the wrong direction. And they are going for the field goal.
So they're looking not to get skunked here, and they'll try to kick the 3.
And he does not get through.
So we've got a 35-3 game here with 9:20 remaining in the game.
I will say that good job for not getting skunked, just like you said earlier. But this could just be just one of those bad games there. You could bounce back. Week 3 is right around the corner. You already know how we do.
Every week's a new week. You just got to turn the page and realize there's going to be a bad one every now and then.
Yes. And how are you liking this Pittsburgh team so far?
They're playing a terrific game here. They've had a solid game plan on offense, and the defense has just been like an iron curtain. Or should I say steel curtain?
The rough curtain.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They're up at the 34-yard line. And Pittsburgh will get the ball again. And we take a look at Magna there for a brief second. Carr brings his people up out of the huddle. 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top from the gun. And there's the inside handoff to Hawk again. Is he over 100 now?
Yes, he's over 100. I believe he got it on that last drive.
Good run. Good day for him. 2nd and 5 from the 38. One to the two to the bottom, one to the top. Inside handoff. And there's a flag on the play.
Another hold.
So this is coming back. Second and 9. Again, inside run this time.
Nice carry.
And that's ball again. He's got to be getting close to 50, 60 yards on the game.
I believe he's at 51 at the current moment after that carry. A solid job from the backup. And only 6 carries, too.
So we got 2 to the top from the gun. They continue to use this inside running game. And they'll pick up a few on the play. That's 2 yards. It's 2nd and 8. We've got a few good games coming up this week.
Most definitely. Let me check them out real quick. The next game will be tonight. It's going to be Andre Krim and the Dallas Dragons heading to Washington to take on the Tacoma Eruption. How you feeling about that game?
We need a win.
Oh,
that should have been caught. That should have been caught. Austin Wheeler.
I'm assuming you're leaning towards your Dragons to get the W.
Well, that's the plan. But as I found out last week, you can never count the other team out.
Ever.
But the Grim Reaper's going to try to make it a nightmare game for them.
You're going up against one of the top dog QBs, Sean Bridges. Even though he didn't have the greatest of performances last week, he's definitely one you got to watch out for.
So here comes the punt. The Mafia make the stop. And there's the punt. And that goes into the end zone. That's a touchback. And it'll come out to the 20-yard line. He just had a little too much on it. Otherwise, it would have probably rolled out at the 1.
Most definitely. The game after that will be on Saturday. It'll be the Huntington Beach Voyagers going to Arizona to take on the Rattlers. What are your thoughts on that game there?
Well, being an ex-Rattler,
you want them to lose. Just say it.
I'm going to be diplomatic. I hope it's a good game.
Okay. We know what you really mean, though. It's all good. But no, seriously, it should be a fun ride for sure. If you remember from last season, Arizona, they pretty much skunked Huntington Beach both times they played, but they had a lot of weapons last time they played, so I don't know if that'll be the same case, if you get my drift. Well,
Arizona did trade away its biggest offensive weapon.
Mm-hmm.
He's now in Dallas. So.
Going to be a fun ride for sure, and then we're going to see wide receiver Vernon Mills do his thing. I believe he led the league in receiving yards after that last game that Huntington Beach had. That's a flag coming up, but
that's a 15-yard face mask.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that should be a fun ride for sure. Maybe we'll see Huntington Beach get their first win in the Madden era against them. And then final game for the week will be on Sunday, so watch out for it. That's going to be St. Louis and Charlotte. As they look the screen pass there by Castle getting it to Jalone, it's going to be a gain of 1.
2nd and 9. We're down to 5 minutes remaining in the game.
You see Jalone there, 6 for 28 on the day. You'd hope that he was able to get a few more catches in open space, help him out along with some runs, help out the offense a little bit.
So they're going to run from the bunch from the bottom again. Back pass. He's going to dump it off. And again, it's Walker on the catch.
See, the thing is now, so now that we moved into the fourth quarter, the completion percentage there for Cletus Castle is actually fairly decent now, 21 for 33. So it's not like he hasn't been able to complete the passes, but it's just a little too late.
They really needed a score in the first half. If they would have gotten one, they could have had, the game could have been way different.
Most definitely.
Back pass.
Oh,
and he misses a wide open receiver there. And you can see the disappointment in Castle on that throw.
He's had at least 5 or 6 of them this game that probably could have changed the tide for their offense.
So they'll punt this ball, Harkley out, and he'll get that off, and it'll come down. 1st and 10 from the 20, so they do get the touchback. And you figure from here on in, Pittsburgh is just gonna pound and tote that rock down the field and try to wind this clock down and go home with a win. There's the motion, inside handoff. Again, that's the ball again. 2nd and 8 from the 22. As the clock continues to wind, down to 3:25. 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. And as a game, we run that inside thing. Looks like he's going to throw it here, and he's just going to dump it off the ball, and he'll get a good gain here, and it'll be 3rd and 1. Nice, safe, predictable pass. Kept it short and kept the clock running.
Can't be mad at the result for sure.
2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Inside handoff.
There goes Mike again.
Big bad Mike. Big Mike.
Definitely one of his better games that we've seen from him in the Madden era. And I'm happy to see him do well, because when we go back to where we was in Axis, he was a top 3 halfback pretty much every season he was in the league. But he had a step back going into Madden, but now it seems like it's starting to percolate a little bit for him. I'm happy to see.
Well, there's such a difference between this and Access. The upgrade is, you could see it on the field.
Most definitely. Hand off again and push forward for a big crease. It is going to be almost 130 yards.
I swear he was going to break into a Hulk Hogan pose there.
What you going to do when the Pittsburgh Roughnecks run through you?
Wild on you.
Or wild on you. There you go.
And there you go. There's double tights here. And there's the inside handoff to Mike. And he'll plow ahead for 2. And the clock is down to nearly a minute.
Should be GG's from here on out. New York's not interested in stopping the clock. I think they're just going to go ahead and concede the victory over to Pittsburgh in this one.
They want to go back and get some Brooklyn pizza.
Hey, can you really blame them?
Best pizza in the world, man.
I'm trying to tell you. Especially when it's made by those mob boss grandmothers, you know, they always make the best pizza. And we're going to go through the stats in a little bit.
Place I used to go in Flatbush that had a great pizza in Brooklyn that I really like.
I've been to Brooklyn in years, my man.
And there's the clock, and the final score is 35-7, and take it away with the stats, Dax.
Most definitely. It's 35-3, but I got your back. It's all good, homie. But Looks like 397 to 182 in regards to the total offense. Pittsburgh pretty much ran this all the way to the gutter, and they made sure that they got the job done all the way through. 20 first downs to 9. That was a big rundown there for Pittsburgh. Looking a little bit further down, over 30 minutes of possession time. Got to give credit to that run game as well. So a solid job from them. Now going into the players, Jim Carr didn't need to pass too much. The run game was helping him out a lot. 66% though, comes with a 3 touchdown, 0 interception game. You love to see it. Now Cletus Castle on the other side, 61%, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but I think we could both agree most of that came from the second half when they were trying to come back. Let's see, rushing wise, Mike finishes the game 25 carries, 130 yards, 1 touchdown. A great job from him. And going a little bit further down, not too much here from the homies in New York. And going into the receiving, let's see what the homies did in Pittsburgh. Bodacious led the way, 2 TDs, 7 catches for 50. Looks like the backup doing a real nice job too. Corby and Crimson 2 for 25. McDonald's Magna 2 for 29. They only threw it to Stank 1 time, but it was a pretty effective one. 59-yard bomb on the right side. You love to see it. And 2 for 6 there for Mike. Now for New York, actually went the wrong way. I'm sorry. There you go. And it's Giovanni Walker and Ron Jalone matching the top setup for catches with 6. 55 for Walker. Jalone had 28. Baker 5 for 43. Kataki Draco 2 for 16. And Cam Mello only had 1 catch. That was for 12 yards. Now for defense, who had the tackles? That's going to be Ernesto Romero III with 9. Ivan Johnson with 8. Didi Bizu with 7. Neil Mason with 7. Devontae Tree with 5. Daquan Blackman with 5. Paco Pac II with 4. Buster Mack with 4. Cornstalk with 3. Tyree Wells with 2. And that's all we have there. Tackles for loss, Romero the third had 1. Buster Mack and Blackman had the only sacks here. No INTs. Pass deflections was also to Ernesto Romero. No fumbles here. That should be good to go there. And for the homies in Pittsburgh, looks like Jackson Brady led the way. I think he has a lot of pass deflections too, but he has 7 tackles. Austin Wheeler with 5. Flugel with 5. Bryce Walker with 4, Gus Pack with 4, Mitchell Lott with 3, Kingston Ali with 2, CJ Bird with 1, Kane Elliott with 1, Colt Wetzel with 1, Tank Jones with 1, and Cassandra Quinna there with the assisted tackle. Now, tackles for loss, that's going to be Angel Flugel. That's the only user there. Austin Wheeler had the only sack. Great job from the homie. Pass deflections here. Actually, only had 2 on that one. I thought he had more than that. But it's going to be 2 for Mitchell Lott, 2 for Brady, 1 for Bryce Walker, and 1 for Gus Pack. Tank Jones forced a fumble. Raquena recovered said fumble. And that's all the stuff here. Kicking wise, what does it look like? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Only 1 field goal attempt made by New York. That was really about it for 39 yards. And then for the kickoffs, is 8 of them total. 1 of them was a touchback by Anita. Looking for the punting side of things, a lot of long punts there. 59 there for Anita. 52 there for the homie Parkey. Averaging a little bit under 46 in between the 2 of them. Great job punting. Kick returns. Looks like Madonna's Magna and Giovanni Walker averaged 24. And on the punt returns, only Mike went through, averaging 6.
This is a reminder.
And that is going to be it for this one. Any closing words, my friend? Great job on your first game of the season.
Well, congratulations, Pittsburgh, on a fine game plan. New York, good luck next week.
Most definitely. And we'll go ahead and close it out here. I'll go ahead and flip to the Brandon to close out. And we'll see you for the next game. We'll be on Twitch. It's going to be Dallas at Tacoma. Bring your A game. We'll talk to you later.
Gotta go.